Welcome back. Dapat tayo yung may welcome back. Okay, kasi it's been a long time.
Sorry
But
ulit.
again, welcome to another episode of Barbell Geek. Okay, so Barbell Geek na naman. So anyway guys, medyo delayed ang aming sound effects. We're still parang adjusting with our new normal here. Okay. So, we promise you guys na we'll tinker around with editing para we could insert na lang yan, di ba? So, ayun. We're back. And our topic is we're back again. So last time sinabi na we're back. Pero we're back again. So, siguro it's about time to bring back the science in Barbell Geek. Okay, so ilang episodes na kasi more on parang sharing of stuff, diba? Story time. So this time, we have a question. Okay, from our listeners, viewers. No? So, ang nakakatawa dyan, when we stop posting sa Barbell Geek, a friend of mine messaged me. Diba?
Nag-stop ba tayo noon?
Oh, ano yun eh, parang medyo
ay,
matagal
kasi
na
yung
yung
nagpa-pack tayo na sa kabilang bahay.
So, nag-message siya. And nakakatuwa naman, some of our friends pala nakasubscribe and watching Barbell Geek. So again, sa mga friends ko dyan, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit the notification. Ay, ganun. Pero thank you for supporting our channel and or our podcast or kung saan mga kayo nakikinig. So let's focus on yung question niyo.
Na-curious nga daw kasi siya. Parang nakita niya yung ating channel, tapos na-curious siya.
Yes, and syempre,
tapos nagkwento na siya.
And syempre, since friends kami, parang nakita niya yung struggle ko from yung weight, struggle ko sa weight ko before. And yun nga, ngayon, hindi na ako, I've managed to maintain and even lose weight kung kailan ko gusto. Diba? So, parang, paano ba? Kahit, sabi niya certified.
Certified Tito na nga daw siya.
Yes, certified Tito when it comes to ano. But again, yours truly is also a certified Tito. But I try my best, di ba? To take care of my health. So, let's start. What's the question?
Basta madami siyang sinabi kasi. Sabi
so,
niya,
let's focus on one.
Over the years, I tried some of those meal plans. So, low carb, LCHP, keto, etc. In some instances. I lost some weight. Probably max lang was 8 pounds and then I gained it all back.
Okay. So, siguro added info, parang nung nag-chat kami, nabanggit din niya na medyo nasa obese side na siya. So, baka naman kasi may mga mag-comment na parang, baka naman kasi lean na siya and he's trying to lose weight. Siyempre, okay, so he's on the obese side. Kaya,
no high school, payat siya. Parang I get yung frustration niya kasi no high school, payat siya.
Payat siya. And, okay, so since this is about diets again, it's about diets. So, meron tayong note. Again, I am not a nutritionist. I am also not a doctor. So this is my opinion and advice based on exercise and nutrition that I've learned through the years sa UP Diliman and also in my own experience. Okay? And another thing, if you're again, ito lagi ko to sinasabi sa mga nagtatanong. If you guys are going to try out a radical diet or something, a diet that omits or maybe limits too much a certain macronutrient, meaning carbs, fat, and protein, nililimit siya, I suggest you consult your nutritionist or doctor kasi it is no longer a balanced diet. Diba? Kaya nga it's up to them how to make it balanced. It's up to them to check if it fits you. Diba? Okay? Kaya again, I advocate that. So let's focus. So 8 pounds ang na-lose, di ba? And 8 pounds, well, maybe for him, sa tingin niya 8 pounds only. Kasi baka he thinks na the diet should parang time machine. Babalik siya sa dati. Di ba? So, story time. Ikaw, have you tried any type of diet before? Meron ba na-try? Kasi, I mean, my wife, she's been parang on the payat side ever since. Ngayon lang siya nagkalaman and medyo tumaba nung nagkaroon kami ng anak. Okay? Sige, ikaw muna. Have you tried any diet? Or have you had parang mistakes before? Yung may goal ka na mangyari?
Kasi parang obsessed ako sa number sa weighing scale. Diba? Na parang after mga anak, parang I want to go back Parang ganun din. Parang I want to go back to sa dati kong timbang. So, ang gagawin ko, una, hindi ako mag-rice. Yung mga common,
yung mga
yan na,
no
hindi ako
rice,
mag-rice. Or
no eating
hindi ako
after,
kakain. Or babawasan ko, onting-onti na lang talaga kakainin ko. Tapos na-frustrate ako na parang, wala na akong halos kinakain, pero bakit di ako pumapayat? Papayat ako onti. Diba? Parang doon sa simula ng diet ko, papayat ako onti, tapos, babalik lang siya.
Yes.
Yun.
Na-try mo ba yung mga no eating after 6 ba? 8 or whatever?
Hindi ko kaya yun.
May mga ganun kasi, diba? I think my mom tried yan. And for me naman, siguro, before nung nagpapapayat pa ako, again guys, medyo bumibigat tayo ngayon. Okay, but, scheduled yan. I will start my diet soon. Yung mga soon na yun. Hindi, pero, I'm actually starting yung diet ko. Pero, losing minimal lang. Diba? Para slow cut in a way till siguro around summer. Not summer naman, baka maintenance na lang after Christmas. Anyway, so let's focus on the diets. Ako before, I've tried intermittent fasting.
Matagal ka nag-intermittent?
Matagal. Siguro years ko, umabot ba yun?
3 taon.
Parang ganun, I've tried that. Tapos, I've also unintentionally tried keto. Bakit ko sinabing unintentionally? Kasi nagka-cut ako todo that time and naiipit yung calories and yung protein ko. So I ended up eating mababang carbs. So that's unintentional keto. Ano pa ba? Nag-try din ako ng ibang diet fads before na try ng mom ko, nakisama ako. No eating after 6 ba?
Diba, parang imbis na white rice, palit ng red rice, tapos kung ano-anong grill, hindi
Yes, that's true.
Steam, puro ganon. Diba?
And yung sinasabi nyo, carton diet.
Oo, yung carton
diba?
diet.
Okay, so let's talk about the popular stuff first. Diba? Well, not popular, pero yung medyo recent. Okay? So, syempre, unahin natin si intermittent fasting. I've read a lot of studies. Hindi naman a lot. Pero I've read several studies regarding the benefits of intermittent fasting. Diba? And yun nga, sinasabi nila na medyo promising daw siya kasi baka daw it could make you live longer. Parang ganun. Pero, again, it's not yet established. Parang sinasabi, promising pa lang. They're still looking into it. So, there's still no long-term study. Diba? Hindi pa din solido. Hindi pa rin solido yung benefits niya. So again, further study pa to. Don't take my word for it kasi kailangan pa ng further study. Pero yun nga, sinasabi, it might. Okay? And then the next one, keto, 'di ba? Keto, if I remember correctly, again, correct me if I'm wrong, if I remember correctly, the keto diet, parang ginamit yan before for epileptic people kasi it reduces yung seizures daw. Okay? But for those who don't know, keto diet is a bit popular because it's a high, low carb, high fat, and high protein.
Napanood akong, anong tawag dito, documentary, yung diagnosis sa Netflix, diba? Tapos yung babae ganun din, parang nagsisisure siya. Tapos ang sinabi sa kanya na parang you need to, ang tagal, daming studies na ginawa sa kanya, daming test, tapos yun lang, diet.
Okay.
Kailangan niyang taasan yung kanyang protein.
Okay, so ganun nga yan. It has been shown dun sa iba sa epileptic, those who are experiencing seizures, yung keto diet, again, doctor's advice first, okay? Huwag kayong mag-decide lang on your own. Okay. So for those who don't know, what is intermittent fasting? It means you're eating in a window and you stop eating in a window. Iba-ibang protocols yan. So you have your 16-8. Ibig sabihin for 16 hours you will not eat and for 8 hours you will eat. There are also yung parang 15, basta a total of 24 hours. So may iba-iba yan. May 15-9, meron din 14-10, meron din 24-24, 12-12, ha? Iba-iba kasi, di ba? Iba-iba yung protocols. So, pero alam ko, medyo popular would be yung 16-8.
Kung ikaw, hindi ka nahirapan mag-adjust sa time?
Medyo, pero eventually, syempre, you get used to it. Diba? Tsaka yun nga, sinasabi ng iba, it's easier kasi you don't have to eat all the time. Kasi, lalo na if you're busy, diba? You can just eat sa ganitong oras and then just forget. You just move around yung meals mo.
Kasi di ba ako nag-try for half a day?
Pero ako, I stopped kasi ganun din. Sobrang busy naman ako. So, parang nangyayari, there are times na lumalampas tuloy ako doon sa mga windows. Tapos parang nahirapan na ako to reach yung calories ko kasi sobrang busy. Na parang, there will be times na free ako to eat, pero hindi naman window pa. Tapos nalalampas-lampas. So parang, since I'm trying to maintain yung weight ko nun, nagkaka-under calories. Okay. So next one would be, yun nga, yung keto naman. For those who don't know what keto is, it's yung low carb na diet. So usually iba-iba din ang protocols niyan. Some say na some follow, parang based sa nakita ko dito, some follow different percentages. So standard keto daw is 5% carbs, 75 fat, 20 protein. So there are others following 60 fat, 35 and 5%. So may mga 45, 55 ata, basta parang ganun. So basta in a way low carb siya. So some even suggest na less than 50 grams of carbs a day. So parang ganun yan. Okay. So pagdating sa, again, I've preached this one in one of our episodes, di ba? Sabi ko, calories. If you search it, meron kasi, so I'll be searching it para just to make sure. Pero meron kasi yung parang sinasabi, the 3,500 calorie rule. Tapos parang sinasabi niya na to lose 1 pound, to lose 1 pound daw of, you need to not eat, baliktad no? You have to get yung negative 3,500 calories. So, in 7 days daw, for example, if you're targeting 1 pound in 1 week, that's 7 days. 3,500 calories divided by 7 is dapat kulang ka ng 500 calories a day. Pero, may isasabi dyan, 3,500 calories, that's not accurate. Yes, that's not accurate kasi it's based on yung thinking na 3,500 calories equates to 1 pound of fat. Parang ganun yan. If you multiply if you multiply it, 3,500 calories daw kasi is the estimate. So, it might not be accurate, pero it's a good way, diba? Para you have a rough idea na you have to lose a certain number of calories. Okay? You don't want, baka sabihin na naman, sabi ni Barbell Geek, you have to lose. So ngayon, hindi ako kakain ng buong araw para mawala yung 3,500. Again guys, you have to spread it.
Search may nakalagay, how can I lose 3,500 calories in a day?
Okay, so again guys, we don't want you to not eat for the whole day para mawala yung 3,500 calories.
Kulang pa yun kunyari ako magkano lang calories ko for the day.
And you have to spread it out. And there are guidelines sa ibang episode na natin pag-uusapan. There are guidelines as to how much weight ang safe i-lose for the month or for the week. Diba? Kaya nga when we're talking about the 3,500 calorie rule, as much as possible, you spread it out. Maybe 2 weeks, diba? A pound every 2 weeks. Para just to be safe. Okay. Tsaka na natin pag-usapan yung safe, niyan, diba? Pero, it depends on the weight as well. So, madami pa yan.
For you to track yung calories, you need to count your calories.
Okay. So, sasabihin, diba? Barbell Geek, calories. Bakit may intermittent fasting but may keto? Why is it working? Again, guys, I'm not saying na it doesn't work. It might have worked for you. It worked for me din naman. Pero, there are several factors kasi. And sometimes, it's also because of the calories. Not sometimes, pero you definitely need to fit within your calories or else you'll gain weight or else you'll lose weight. Diba? So, for example, if you're doing intermittent fasting to lose weight, remember guys, ito lang yung stomach nyo. If you have 8 hours to eat, let's say your calories would be 3,000 calories, 8 hours. Maliit lang yung stomach mo, distended ka, so you feel fuller and you tend to not eat lahat ng meals mo, di ba? So, ang nangyayari niyan, let's say dati, you have 3 meals. 1,000 calories per meal, 'di ba? Eh since nag-intermittent fasting ka, you're now down to 1,000 you're now down to 2 meals na lang. Yun na lang kuwari yung nafi-fit mo. So ibig sabihin, if you have 2 meals lang nakakainin, then you have to eat 1,500 calories per meal. Eh, 1,500 calories yun. You might feel full after 1,000 calories. So what ends up happening is you're now only eating 2,000 calories na lang kasi busog ka pa. Tapos you're disciplining yourself na pa, this time fasting na, hindi na ako kakain. Kaya nga you end up not being able to eat the exact amount of calories that you have to eat. Na-experience mo ba yan?
Nagsasamgyup tayo. Diba? Samgyup tayo, hindi tayo kakain tuloy ng morning kasi ang samgyup natin yung lunch. Tapos, kakain tayong madami, tapos sobrang dami na kain natin. Pati dinner, hindi natin kakain kasi sobrang stuffed ka na eh.
Yes.
Diba?
So, what happens is, hindi naman, well, it depends again if processed foods and masyado mataas yung calories nung kinain mo. Pero for us, ang nakakain namin is less than yung intended para sa amin. Kasi sobrang busog talaga kami.
Kaya.
'Di ba? So pagkadating sa susunod na time, when we stop eating, mangyayari, kulang pa rin kami sa calories. So that's one thing that might be contributing to yung pag-lose ng weight. 'Di ba? Another thing would be depletion of glycogen stores. Okay? So when you eat, especially carbs, you fill your glycogen stores sa muscles. So when you fast, nade-deplete yan. And it will take time again para mapuno ulit yan. So, anong mangyayari? When you're fasting, if you weigh in during your fasted state, syempre, mas mababa. That's another contributor. Diba? Pero for long-term effects na nag-lose talaga ng weight, it could be because you're not able to reach your daily caloric needs.
Ito kasi simula,
ganung
parang
daily caloric
you
needs.
started na mag-workout, mag-diet, may malaking drop.
Parang beginner
Parang beginner gain sa
maybe
pag-ano.
water weight because you started sweating it out.
Oo.
Pero diet ang pag-usapan natin.
Sinasabi ko lang. Na,
Hindi, pero
kasi
totoo
parang
naman.
iba na-frustrate na after yung malaking drop na yon, biglang ganun na.
Okay, so let's move on naman sa keto. Diba? When we say keto, most of the time it's medyo on the high fat side. Okay, I'm not generalizing, pero since bababa mo yung carbs, the only way to fill it in is either protein or fat. And either way, protein and fat actually has a higher satiety effect. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Sige nga!
Basta nakakabusog, matagal kang parang filled.
Oo, at saka mas fulfilled ka pag kinain mo. Agree? When you say protein and fat, talaga. Ako din kasi, nafe-feel ko din if I eat yung ba na steak or something. Parang mas busog
Kaya
ako.
pag nagsamgyup ka nga, diba?
Oo.
Tapos pag magaling kang magsamgyup, alam mo kung ano dapat mong kainin.
Kasi
Diba?
higher satiety effects. So, ibig sabihin, that could also be a contributor. Kasi bakit? Mas busog ka. Mas fulfilled ka. Therefore, you're reducing the urge to eat more. You're reducing the urge to eat more calories. Kaya nga baka nga in a way, bumababa ka din sa calories mo. Kasi definitely, yung caloric equation is parang ano ba? Paano ba natin sabihin? The caloric equation is real. Parang ganun, di ba? Totoo yan na para if over ka sa calories mo, di ba? Again, there's no exact, as in, sobra eksaktong pinpoint, di ba? Kaya nga kami, when we have our calories, we always use different formulas to have this minimum and maximum, di ba? Na calorie intake. And then we adjust it accordingly throughout the week, di ba? Parang mali yung computation. Sige, I'll bump this up a little bit. Parang ganun yan.
Tsaka parang we try to pick yung foods na sulit.
Oo, sulit
yung
foods.
food na
Okay,
sulit.
so
Diba?
mamaya na natin pag-usapan si sulit foods. Pero since natanggal na natin si intermittent fasting, pati si keto out of the way, there might be things na behind those diets na nagiging napupunta pa rin sa caloric equation, di ba? Pero ang tanong kasi niya is, I just lost 8 pounds and then wala na, di ba? Tapos parang, I gained it all back again. Diba?
Bakit?
Bakit? Magandang tanong yan. Thank you. Hindi, joke lang. Pero ako, based on experience din to. Usually, when we say diet kasi, it's a little bit restrictive. Di ba? Pag sinabing restrictive, nakakasakal. Parang pinipigilan ka kasi.
Kaya nga ayaw ng mga tao nagda-diet.
Yes. Kaya nga ano ibig sabihin? When it's restrictive, parang in a way, pag yung aso mo, tinali mo ng tinalo, lagi niya gustong kumawala kasi nga nakatali siya. Gusto niya ma-experience everything outside of the tali, di ba? Di ba? Kaya nga it's the same for people. When it's restrictive, eventually, if hindi talaga kayang pigilan ng sarili, kakawala at kakawala ka. And pagka kumawala ka, you're like a kid in the candy store. True? Agree? Diba? Have you tried yung mga ganun diet? Restrictive, tapos biglang you ended up like a kid in the candy store nga. Talagang kaya na marami.
Kasi yung kunyari yung tinapay.
Okay.
Diba?
So, FYI guys, mahilig siya sa tinapay kahit nagbe-breakout siya pag masyado marami.
Pag nagda-diet, syempre ang unang mga alisin yung carbs. So, hindi
Not necessarily yung carbs, guys, ha? Calories kasi to.
Common notion.
Pero kaya sa kanya, una inalis yung carbs kasi mahilig siya sa sobrang tatamis na tinapay. Nangyayari, yung tinapay na sobrang tamis, ang taas ng calories.
Kaya.
At saka non-essential kasi kumakain din naman na siya ng rice.
Ganun.
So, ganun yan.
Parang i-restrict ko na hindi ako kain ng tinapay. Tapos hanggang sa bugnutin na ako, tapos bibili na ako ng isang plastic bag ng tinapay.
Bugnutin na siya, tapos eventually, pagka nakuha niya na yung desired weight or whatever,
bibili ko ng isang plastic ng tinapay, kakainin ko na.
Diba? So, ganun. Restrictive, you tend to bounce back. So, Barbell Geek, why is it, diba? Why is it important na hindi restrictive? Again, guys, if you're into that thing, parang ako, di ba? I can do yung mga restrictive type of diets. Kasi syempre, it depends on the person. Pero there are people out there na parang nahihirapan sila. Pag na-restrict mo, they are having a hard time easing in again to yung after the diet. Di ba? Kaya nga, kumakawala. Ano yun? Yung cookie monster. Di ba? Pero parang ganun ang nangyayari dyan. Okay. So, bakit importante yan? Pagka ganun. Kasi guys, in whatever you're doing, you want consistency. Agree? Diba? If you want to progress sa pagbubuhat nyo ng weights, you have to be consistent. Slowly. Dapat lagi, and then eventually you have to progress din. Same din sa diet nyo. Kung may gusto kayong ma-achieve, you have to consistently be on that diet. Tapos, let's say na-achieve nyo na yung gusto nyo. Dapat progressive din. If hindi nyo pa na-achieve, dapat the diet is also progressive. When it comes to your caloric expenditure, dapat i-compute ulit yan to readjust. Diba? Now, let's say, nagpro-progress ka na, tapos natapos na. Diba? Definitely, you also have to have a diet that would help you maintain. Diba? And the problem is, when we say diet, common notion, when we say diet, it's just for a period. Tas after nun, kakawala na. It's because sometimes it's too restrictive. Diba? If I take away yung favorite thing mo sa pagkain mo for 1 year, pag sinabi kong pwede na, you end up losing it. Diba? Para ikakain mo na ikakain yan, tas you end up gaining a lot of weight. Diba? Kaya nga you have to be, to think eh. Kaya nga ako, I adhere dun sa meme yung parang, it should be a lifestyle change. It should not be a diet but a lifestyle change. Kaya nga for me, siguro simple answer. If you're going to ask me, simple answer. What diet works? Whatever diet works for you. Diba? Diba? If taking away bread will make you go crazy, then maybe a diet na merong bread would allow you. Again, I'm not saying na all bread diet. We always want a balanced diet. However, wag natin tanggalin fully yung bread. Maybe meron kang allotted a few calories for bread just to keep you sane. Sane,
parang may kakilala kami na keto. Tapos parang sinasabi niya hindi siya mahilig sa karne. Hindi siya mahilig sa... Nahirapan siya. Diba? Parang hirap na hirap siya. Tapos ang ending, pinapakain lang niya sa iba yung, yung kanyang pagkain.
So remember, even if you buy yung pagkain mo, dahil yun yung diet mo, pero you don't eat it, ganun din, diba? Kaya nga, same thing guys, if you cannot adhere to that diet, let's say you can only adhere to 2 months, then yung benefits or the effects of that diet will be only for 2 months. Once you shift, babalik lang ulit yan. unless you have a maintenance type of diet where we compute your caloric expenditure, etc. etc.
Pero most kasi ng clients mo pagka sinasabi na, "Uy, parang, coach, I want abs, I want ganito," tapos sabihin mo, "O, di sige, diet na tayo," tapos mangingisi na naman ng tawa. Kilala niyo kung sino kayo.
Okay. So again guys, ganun nga kasi. Siyempre, it should be consistent at saka parang lifestyle change yan. Remember, if you're doing something and the body adapts to that one, if you stop doing it, the body will also adapt dahil tinigil mo na siya. So, magre-revert din siya or mag-a-adapt siya towards dun sa bagong ginagawa. So, ganun din sa diet mo. If ito yung ginawa mo, nag-lose ka, itong number of calories, and then you switch to a different diet, mas mataas yung calories, the body will also adapt doon. Diba? Kaya nga lagi ko sinasabi na parang, for me, what's working for me is just counting calories. Kasi I'm not restricting yung sarili ko. I'm just trying to eat a balanced diet na meron akong veggies, meron akong tas unti-unti binababa ko yung calories. Not restrictive, kasi I could still eat kung ano yung gusto.
Sa akin din kasi nga, I like to eat. At gusto ko kumain ng pagkain na may lasa. Diba? Madami ko gustong kainin. So,
yun nga this is a parang psych-based, diba? Na parang pag sobrang restrictive, there's really a tendency kumawala after. Diba? Kaya nga, sometimes when you try a diet na parang medyo, hindi naman extreme, pero extreme compared to your usual diet, ang nangyayari, we stick to it maybe a week or 2 weeks. Tapos eventually, we scrap it. Diba?
Paano doon sa mga nagsabi na nag-workout naman ako, tapos nagka-count naman akong calories, ba't tumataba ako?
Again guys, you should, number 1, siguro natanong din to, na-discuss ko din to sa mga clients ko before, na parang sinabi ko, number 1, your diet should supplement or should complement and supplement your activities. And then your activities should also conform with your diet. Kasi if let's say kulang ka sa calories, manghihina ka, bababa yung physical activity, and in the end, magbabalance out yan. Kaya nga ang gusto natin is, you have this structure. Yung iba kasi sasabihin, on naman diet ko, pero hindi naman ako nag-workout. Remember, your diet, yung kinumpute sa inyo, or para sa inyo yan, that's yung workout nyo and physical activity accounted for. Kaya nga when you stop your physical activity or your exercise, then the diet needs to be changed as well. Diba? Ganun din yan. When you lose weight then, since you're already mas magaan, then the diet needs to be changed as well. Diba? Hindi, kaya ngayon yung binanggit ko din guys, progressive overload. Ibig sabihin, kailangan may improvement din on the diet kung may continuous na goal. Pero kung na-meet na yung goal, then maybe maintenance na lang. It's actually easier to maintain than to create that adaptation. Kasi when you want adaptation, pag sinabi adaptation, yung tataba, papayat, magkakamasin, you need to put in enough stress para hindi ka makapag nagme-maintain ka. Wala kasi parang balance equation, wala masyadong stress, walang nagtutulak on one side. Diba? Okay. So parang ganun yan. So siguro, to my friend, if what you're asking, why am I not progressing when it comes to my diet? Baka kasi walang progress yung diet, and maybe it's too restrictive for you, na you're bouncing back after the diet. And ako kasi na-experience ko yan guys nung ni-restrict ko talaga yung sarili ko, I ended up eating more than I should. Diba? Kaya nga ako, I advocate na parang throughout the week, mas maganda, steady line kaysa may mga fluctuations na high and low. Again, kasi, for people na nahihirapan. Diba? May question ka pa ba?
Wala na.
May naisip pa ako Kasi paano kung sasabihin nila, so paano yan, Barbell Geek, dapat ko kainin puro gulay? Dapat ang lifestyle ko super healthy. Well, syempre, if you want to be really healthy, then you need to eat a balanced and healthy diet. Pero, paano nga yun? Hindi nga ganun talaga kinalakihan ko. Mahilig ako sa kare-kare at puro taba. Diba?
Yaman mo naman, araw-araw kare-kare magkain.
Share mo naman sa amin, okay? Pwede nyo i-donate yan sa amin. Hindi. Pero, if ganun talaga yung gusto, diba? Then, gradual changes will come along. Diba? Parang unti-unti mo bawasan yung sa tingin, yung sinabi sa'yo na hindi ganun ka-importante. Unti-unti mong baguhin. Huwag sobrang restrictive. Pag unti-unti, mas madali i-maintain at i-sustain. Diba? So, pagka na-sustain mo yun, hindi bawas ulit. Hanggang eventually, you end up having a sustainable diet. Kasi nag-fit ka na dun sa kaya mo talagang ibigay. Naging consistent ka and nag-conform ka for several years. Kaya sustainability. Parang kuwari yung nangyari sa atin, di ba? We have a sustainable type na diet that allows us not to gain too much and not to lose too much. And when we're trying to lose weight, it's not too restrictive din na we're able to sustain it for longer periods of time para maabot natin yung goals. So, sustainability, there are a lot of adjustments dyan. Diba? You can consult your nutritionist, doctors, your trainers for opinions and advice para medyo na-adjust din yung ano nyo. Kasi it's not just the workouts na ina-adjust. The diet needs to be adjusted as well. Diba? Yan yung ano talagang ganun Ikaw ba?
Ako kasi parang madalas hindi ko naman na-reach talaga yung
Well, it's also another problem and that could be for another topic. But pero definitely, yung maliliit na changes will help a lot. Compared sa isang napakalaki. Again, it depends on the person. If kaya nyo talaga to jump right in and then to maintain and then jump right out, then ikaw yan. Pero for some people, hindi nila kaya, then maybe steady adjustments or little adjustments. Maybe trying to, sige, kung magdo-donut ako, hindi na yung madaming flavor, baka yung original glaze na lang. Tapos eventually, plain, eventually wala ng donut.
Yung
diba,
lagi sinasabi sa'yo ng mga client mo na parang disiplina lang naman daw. Ang problema, wala silang disiplina.
Pero again guys, for my clients na nanonood, if nahihirapan kayo, kasi sasabihin nyo, wala kaming disiplina, it's because you're trying to change it ng sobrang lakihan. Diba? Small changes. If it would help na tanggalin nyo muna yung mga rock candy, drop. Kung yun lang, kahit yun lang. Diba? May mga client ako na ganun. And sumusunod naman sila, unti-unti binabago, unti-unting changes. And eventually, in a couple of months, nabago na nila yung lifestyle nila. And that is better kasi that's sustainable. Compared dun sa bigla mong binago and then bigla ka din naman nag-bounce back. So parang plus minus, back to zero. Compared sa sustainable, slowly but surely you're changing. Depends on the person, guys. Okay? So medyo tumagal tayo, 32 minutes. Pero again, guys, I hope you've learned a lot. Ikaw, may natutunan ka ba?
Meron. Masarap magkare-kare araw-araw.
Hindi, okay. So again guys, your calories, di ba? Madami pa kaming hindi nabanggit ng mga diets. Siguro yun, di ba yung paano yung banana? Banana in cold warm water, may mga ganun. May pineapple pa nga. May mga ganun. Again, if it's too restrictive, baka mag-bounce back kayo. If you're the type of person na kaya nyo, again, siguro good for you. So we advocate a balanced diet. Consult your doctor, consult your nutritionist, and that's it. Sorry na. Okay. So anyway, sige.
If you like our videos pala, hit like and subscribe. And if you have questions, you can follow us on our Facebook page, Barbell Geek Podcast. Nagre-reply siya, kaya mag-message siya.
So message na kayo ng questions, di ba? Siguro I could also discuss questions ng students ko eventually.
Oo, ang dami questions ng student niya tungkol sa height.
Okay. So anyway guys, thank you and stay strong. Stay safe, stay strong, stay motivated. Barbell Geek signing out. Bye-bye!